It's been a good couple days since the S&box developer preview has opened up to the public, and a ton of people have decided over the weekend to try it out for themselves and see what the game is all about. After years about hearing it through either blog posts or watching through videos or social media about the so-called spiritual successor to Garry's Mod. And it was definitely met with very mixed reaction. Some would even say very negative reaction. A ton of people have mentioned that it feels like 80% of the games are broken while 20% of them feel functional. And this makes the most sense since majority of these games that are available on S&box right now have predated back to the first game jam. So a good amount of people that were working on these games were making games initially for that game jam and decided to not really update beyond that. Some people have mentioned how some developers don't want to touch S&box until the game is fully functional, and this is due to how Facepunch has been updating the game. It seems like recently Facepunch has decided to fix this issue because this is a game that many would say is a live service game. So of course, not only thinking about the long term, but also the health of the game, you want to make sure that your updates aren't going to be breaking games every week or month. This will definitely be detrimental to not only the player base, but the developer community. So it's nice to see that Facepunch is taking an initiative to put in a system that prevents them from pushing broken updates to the main game. All I think I've been seeing in terms of these discussions is that the game itself is a terrible Roblox source engine clone, or that the game is not Garry's Mod 2. I think a ton of people had certain expectations for this game and were also going into this game thinking this has to be Garry's Mod 2, when obviously numerous amount of times that Garry has mentioned, and even from the presentation of the game itself, has shown that it is not Garry's Mod 2. A positive is that with a game like S&box, people have been creating their own versions of a Garry's Mod 2, and I've covered in 2 separate videos more about these Gmod-like games on the S&box platform. Some that are actually really cool and are still getting updated till this day. And it makes sense that there is going to be people who are going to voice their frustrations that the game is not a Garry's Mod 2 when they first tried this game out for themselves. But some people have mentioned that this game just doesn't have any sort of content, which Facepunch has decided to go out of the way to change. And how did they do this? Well, they mentioned that there's a new game jam that is currently going on right now that's going to be running from the 27th of July to the end of August, meaning that we're going to get a ton of games since the developer preview has opened up to the public. This is absolutely awesome because that means everyone's going to have the chance to be able to not only develop games, but try these games for themselves compared to the last game jam that was held back in March. S&box itself right now is in a pretty broken state, and it makes the most sense that people have been voicing their opinions, some good, some bad. But what do you think about all of this? Let me know down below. And of course, if you want to learn more about the games that are available for you to play that are functional, check out this video here on screen. And thank you guys so much for watching.